The stone vet, the stone vet, the stone vet, the stone vet, the stone vet. I hit the ground running when I'm invading your country. Instill with honor and discipline. Throw my guns like onyx, dressed in camo with ammo for every situation I handle. They got us marching and stepping by my platoon. You get trampled if it ain't raining.
What's up, guys? RNG here from the Stone Vet USMC. Happy Thursday, man. Apparently, I can't post on Facebook. And so now they say I put me in Facebook jail and I can't do it. And so I'm like, great. So now it's on my YouTube channel and I cannot get rid. I'm trying to figure this out now, man. I'm glad you guys are here with me today and able to figure this crap out. I don't know what's going on, dude. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. If you guys are watching this on my YouTube channel, go to my Facebook, go to Vet Radio Syndicate. Go to Vet Radio Syndicate and share the content, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it if you guys would do that for me, man. I'm trying to figure it out. Man. Let's figure this out, man. I'm super excited to be here with you guys, man. George, if you're watching this, who else is out there? Whoever is out there watching on Facebook, share the content, dude. Share it on my Facebook page. I know you guys are part of my Facebook page. John, share this over to my Facebook page. I swear, Season Crazy, share this to my Facebook page. Share it to my Facebook page. Just get this content shared. Like I tell you guys, like if you guys watch Alan Grant, a lot of the times he's always on there. He's like, share. If you're on Facebook, hit that share button down below so this content can get out there, man. This is one of the biggest things that we try to talk about, right? So apparently I can't, if it's out there, dude, get out there and share this content because I'm in Facebook jail. This is why I hate Facebook. This is why I go over to Smoking Bacon a lot of the time because Wade over at Smoking Bacon takes care of the veterans. He says, screw you. I'm not putting you in jail, dude. Honestly, man, I want to thank you guys for being with me. As you guys can see this beautiful award over here to my right. You see that right there? Veteran Podcast Awards won the top Marine Corps podcast, dude. Super excited to be here with you guys, man. It's only because of you guys I was able to win the #1 Marine Corps podcast in the entire world. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Honestly, there's no way I could have ever done it without you guys. But that's you guys coming in and listening to my shenanigans on a weekly basis, especially coming here to Vet Radio Syndicate. You guys are coming over listening to this podcast on a regular basis, which is great, man. Like I said, if you guys are watching on Facebook, hit that share button. How you doing, Michelle? Hey, can you share this content to my Facebook page? Because I can't share anything. I'm in Facebook jail for the next 15 hours because I overshared something. Apparently in Facebook, you can't overshare stuff. If you do, they'll put you in jail. I don't know. And I'm kind of upset about it. I don't know how to go to rebuttal it. And so I'm like, whatever. I don't even care, honestly. But whatever. Yeah, But how you doing, Michelle? I'm glad you're here with me, man. If you guys are over on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share button, wherever that button is at, man. What's going on, Gene? Happy St. Patty's Day, man. It is St. Patty's Day. I forgot all about that. My wife came over and started pinching me. Her and all the kids, because I didn't have no green on today. And so I was like, great. And then now after I'm doing the show with you guys now, and by the time I get done with this, my son wants to go to the freaking gym. I said, it's going to be 8 o'clock, dude. I don't want to go to the gym at 8 o'clock at night. They close at 9. I want to go to the gym at 8 o'clock at night, man. Happy St. Patty's Day, man. I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsor, Raffle 180. Raffle 180 provides you the best medicinal grade CBD on the market. Hands down, dude. You can't beat it, dude. Don't tell me you're one of those guys that try CBD and said this don't work. CBD don't ever work for me, dude. It works. I promise you, it does work. You just have to get on the proper dosage. You take too much, it doesn't work. Take too little, doesn't work. Go out there and check out raffle180.com. When you check out the Stone Vet USMC, you see that banner across the bottom? You see that? What's going on, Lisa? How you doing? You see that banner across the bottom? Raffle180.com, 15% off when you check out the Stone Vet USMC. You spend $85 or more, you get priority ship, and it comes. Guess what that means? To your front door within days, 2 to 3 days, like Amazon, dude. Can't beat it, dude. Legit stuff, man. Super excited to be here with you guys on this Thursday, man. Weekend's almost here. The weather is actually getting beautiful again. I think today we got up to like 75. I think tomorrow we're supposed to get up to like 70. Saturday, like 72 or something. And so the wife has got big plans for the kids, dude. I can't say nothing because they might be watching. So hopefully, I can't. She got a big surprise for them, man. So I'm super excited to be here with you guys, man. Things are looking up and up, man. It's been a great week. It's been a good week, dude. I got great freaking things. I actually had a lobbyist come to the studio and hang out with me. He said, "I need you." And I'm like, "Me, man? Like who am I? Who is Sergeant G? Who is Sergeant G? What's going on, G? What's going on, Gene? Add me on Facebook. I post. Did you send me a friend request? Let me see. I don't know, dude. Did you send me a friend request? If you send me a friend request, I can do it. No, you didn't send me a friend request. Send me a friend request, Gene. I'll add you. I'll add you so you can share it to my stuff, dude. Over the Stone Vet Facebook page, or just my own personal Facebook page, or the group page. Either way, send it to me so I can add you, dude. I don't know. Let's see. Full Metal Crayonators is live right now. I'm live right now. Everybody going live right now. And so I'm super excited. If you're coming over here from Smoking Bacon, you guys are on my YouTube channel. Like I said, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share button. I got new episodes coming out every Friday, dude. Super excited about this Friday. This Friday, I have the Mindful Marine coming out, man. It's amazing. He's another jarhead. And guess what? He's finding himself through plant medicine, dude. I'm super excited. It's one of the things I keep telling you guys about how amazing plant medicine is, man. How do I do it? You just look me up, the Stone Vet USMC, Gene. Look me up, Stone Vet USMC, and add friend. If you add me as a friend, I can add you. I can accept your friend request. I just can't do crap on Facebook because I overshared. I overshared a freaking post that somebody had me in, right? I'm trying to get votes. Apparently, so in regards to my guest for this Friday is the Mindful Marine. He is a Marine. He's a jarhead, dude, and you know how crazy we all are, right? But this guy's been finding his path in plant medicine, using plant medicine to help restore his emotional connection with everybody. It's a great episode, dude. You're not going to want to miss this episode this Friday. It's absolutely amazing, dude. Honestly, it is the best. It's one of the best episodes I'm going to have, man. Last week I had Trey Gee, who also is finding his way in life, finding that emotional connection again after 7, and going and using plant medicine to help along the journey, dude. And I was like, I got to figure this out, dude. There's a lot of struggles that we have as veterans that we don't know how to find ourselves again, right? We struggle tremendously with not knowing how to emotionally connect with anybody, right? We suck at emotionally connecting, and it's one of the biggest things that I've been struggling with and trying to figure out on my own is how do I do this, dude? But these guys are doing it, and guess what? I'm taking tips from them. I'm going through them, listening. I'm taking tips from them and understanding, like, how do you do this, right? How are you doing it? So you don't want to miss this Friday's episode, man. It's great, dude. My freaking hand is itching. You see this? I got new ink, right? I got some new ink like a week ago. Yeah, it's been about a week now. And now it's starting to dry. How many of you guys get tattoos, and how many of y'all know that feeling when everything starts drying out, right? The ink starts drying out and starts chipping away and starts coming off. Man, my whole freaking hand is itching like crazy right now. You know? And so that's one of the biggest things is just it's itching. I use balm right now. It helps, but it still itches, man, pretty bad. But the balm has been healing it a lot fast. You should see the wife. She's got her forearm done, and it's crazy. And hers is all starting to peel and everything like that. So it's crazy, man. How you guys doing, man? But anyways, man, I just got news. Like I said, the lobbyist came over and talked to me. He said, "Hey, I need your face. I need your veteran face." He said, "I need you and some brothers to come along and come to the Capitol this Monday." He wants to get together and come to the Capitol this Monday and talk about so in Oklahoma, they're trying to put on a ballot a research study for psilocybin, right? Plant medicine, right? Psilocybin is mushrooms, if you guys don't know. And one of the biggest things I tell you guys, like cannabis, psilocybin, MDMA, DMT, freaking there's all kinds of different stuff out there that's plant-based medicine, dude, and actually understanding it and how to use it and how to go about using it. He came here and did a show with me, which I was like, all right, we can do a show together. Let's talk about what you're doing as a lobbyist here in Oklahoma. And he came over and we started talking. We jived for like an hour before we even shot the show, but that's usually how it is. If you guys have never been on the show and we shoot a show, we're usually going to talk. That's why I like to talk to you before I bring you on the show, because we'll end up talking for an hour and not even shoot the show and then be like, oh shit, we still got to shoot a show. And so that's why I try to talk to you guys before we shoot a show so we can get a break, so we can just get over that, that meeting new people type stuff, right? And so he came over and he talked to me. He was talking to me about the psilocybin bill that he's helping promote, right? He's trying to get it on a ballot. He's trying to get it on the ballot so that we're able to vote on it and have a medicinal study. And what the medicinal study of psilocybin is to actually help the veteran community. It's more targeted towards the veteran community. And that's one of the biggest things that he's trying to get going. So he said he went to the House and it passed the House, right? It passed the House, but it didn't get as many votes as everybody thought it would. They were thinking it'd be like in the 80s or 90s for the votes, but they only got like 62 votes. It still passed, but it was low. It was a low vote count, right? And he said what happens that the Department of Health came in and tried to put a bill in, try to amend some stuff, and screwed the whole thing up, and it scared a lot of the politicians, right? So, in regards to federal legalization of anything, cannabis, psilocybin, MDMA, DMT, all this stuff, right? In regards to that, politicians play a big role in it, dude. Like, if they don't find it any kind of beneficial for them, if it's not beneficial for them, then they're not gonna do it. And it sucks, right? Everything that has to do with like federal legalization has to do with politics, and it sucks. It sucks so bad, tremendously bad. And that's one of the biggest things, dude. Is like he is like I work with these guys on a regular basis. I'm hand in hand with these guys on a regular basis. Like he talks to them three times a week. He's at the Capitol talking to senators, talking to the House of Representatives, talking to the governor and the governor's assistants and stuff like that. And this is one of the things I keep telling you guys about on a regular basis, that you have to get out there and advocate. You have to fight and you have to advocate for what your beliefs are within your legal system, right? If you're in a state that doesn't have cannabis, that isn't allowed, what are you doing, dude? There are plenty of veterans in your area that are wanting legalization of cannabis because it's medicine. And that's one of the biggest things I try to tell you guys, that it's medicine. You don't believe me? Go look at it. Go do some research. Dig through some freaking Google some shit. Google's there for you to look through, right? A lot of the crap may be stupid, but a lot of it is good information. That's a lot of good information. The Veteran Action Council, if you haven't gone and checked them out on Facebook yet, go check out the Veteran Action Council. They have a massive movement. There's another one, Weed for Warriors Project, doing amazing things in the cannabis community in regards to the veterans getting medicine that they need. You know, Vet Codes is giving you, they're giving you seeds away for free every day. He's doing seeds. David of Vet Codes he's giving seeds away for free. He's giving not only cannabis seeds, but he's giving vegetable seeds, fruit seeds, so you can grow your own medicine, so you can grow your own food, right? And it's tremendous, dude, because we all need to learn how to do this stuff, right? A lot of times we struggle, like there's nothing here for me, there's nothing here that can benefit me or whatever the case may be. But I guarantee you start growing some plants, you're gonna realize that these plants need you, right? These plants need you. So there's another reason why you need to be here, man. And so that's one of the biggest things, is just being able to hang out with each other, right? Hang out with each other and enjoy the plant, right? Growing plants, dude, which is tremendous, man. I was super excited, man. So I've been reaching out to the owner of Chronic Palooza, Miss Carrie Lawrence. I've been reaching out to her. I'm trying to get her to come on the show. I'm trying to decide if I should bring her on earlier or should I wait till the weekend that Chronic Palooza is happening. So apparently she came out. I tried calling her. She don't answer, but she's super busy because this thing starts in April 23rd. So in about a month, just over a month, this big event. I mean, it's a massive event. This is the fourth time she's done this Chronic Palooza thing, and she has music and vendors and artists and all kinds of stuff that goes on, and that's what she's getting together and doing it. Chronic cuties and all kinds of stuff, right? So I messaged her. I said, "Hey, just reaching out to you, trying to get set up and established with you, right?" And she said, "Did you know you were nominated?" I was like, "Nominated?" I said, "No." She's like, "Yeah, you were nominated for a live podcast." So I'm competing with some big names out there, guys. Like I said, dude, I'm doing this 4 times a week. And the only way I can win is that you go out there and you do it, man. You go out there and you are freaking doing it on a regular basis, man. This is what I keep telling you guys about, is that without you guys, I can't win these competitions that are out there, right? I can't do it. I can't win these competitions that are out there, man, at all, because it's because of you guys that I'm able to do this, right? Honestly, I can't do this without you guys, for real. Let's see here if I can show you guys. Let me see if I can. There we go. Let's see here. So if I go down here to share screen, right here, share screen, extra camera, video file, slide, share screen, right here. Y'all can see this, right? Y'all looking at this. So if you go here, let's see. Somebody message me. What's going on? Oh, it's VRS. Share the video. Share that. Chronic Palooza. Chronic Palooza, right? So Chronic Palooza is going to be in El Reno this year. She moved out to El Reno. It was here in Oklahoma City, but I guess she got a better area now. Front page Chronic Palooza. Can y'all see this? You guys see this, right? Chronic Palooza 4. Save the date, April 23rd and 24th. That's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What day is that? What's that? April 23rd and 24th. What day is that, guys? Let's see here. Let's see here. Saturday and Sunday, right? Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday is Chronic Palooza, April 23rd and 24th, right? 27th is my 22nd year anniversary, right? But if you go down here, right, you see this? Can y'all see this? Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger for you guys so you guys can see it, right? There we go. You guys make it, see, it looks a little bit better, right? So if you go down here where it says nominations for contest, Chronic Palooza award winners, go down here, right? Go here, right? And go right here to where it says ready to enter best community, right? So best of community competition 2022. You click that. Best of community, you click it. Right. Travis Johnson, so I should do a video on how to do this, right? How should I do this, right? So if you go right here, right? So it pulls up this page, right? Best of community competition, right? Left to upload your entry. You can't upload no more. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead in the water now. Look at it freaking. I don't know about the website. I'm still trying to figure it out. But look here. Right? 10 days left to upload your entry. So you go here, right? And then you go right here where it says all categories. Click all categories. Go down to, there's a lot of categories, dude, for this community thing. You go down here to live podcast, right? We're shooting a live right now, right? I'm showing you guys how to do this, man. Hopefully you guys are watching. You guys can see this, right? So you go down here to live podcast, right? You go to live podcast and look at that. Stone Vet USMC, right? Stone Vet USMC. I don't know why it's not doing. It's not my website. I don't know what to tell you guys, right? I don't know what to tell you guys. It's her website, and I don't know who's running it or what system it's running on or how it's being ran. But look, this is where you go here. You click on me. I don't know. All right, see? You see it pulls it up, right? You see that green button? Vote now, right? Vote now. Boom. Vote now. And you got to put in your name, of course. Of course, you got to put in your name. Look. And look at the thing here, though. Vote block, right? So you get one vote, right? You can vote every day, but you have to go back and redo one vote, right? You could buy 100 votes for $6, 250 votes for $12, and 500 votes for $20, dude. $20. You can buy votes. But the thing is, look, listen to this, bro. It's not bad, right? So there's a 501c3 nonprofit that they're supporting during this whole Chronic Palooza thing. They're raising a lot of money for children whose parents have been incarcerated due to cannabis. So don't feel bad, dude. Like I told the wife, I said, I'm gonna go spend like $100 and I'm gonna get me a couple thousand votes. Why? Because it's not, am I cheating? Yeah, probably cheating, right? But the thing is that the money is going to a 501c3 that's helping children with parents who've been incarcerated. See, it says I've already voted. You can vote in 15 hours. So once a day you can go in here and vote, right? Let's see here. Let me show you guys why right here. Like, let's see here if I can see. No, that's not what I wanted. Let me see all them arrow down. Okay, let's get this out of here. How do we get this out of here? Let's see, home. I want to show you guys what it is. So if you buy votes, like I'd recommend you guys do. I recommend you guys go in and you buy the votes, right? Because it's going to help me out. And not only is it going to help me out, that the funding is not only just going to help me out, but let me show you guys here. This is some amazing people. There's some amazing people here in Oklahoma that are becoming part of this. See, the best of community, deadlines and voting, virtual online competition, giving back to the community right here. So this is what, so that money that you buy for votes, right? It's right here. It says it all right here, giving back to the community. It Stops Here Foundation. It Stops Here is an Oklahoma nonprofit organization that was founded in 2019 to help bring awareness to Oklahoma having one of the largest number of people incarcerated in the nation. Most individuals who are serving prison sentences we have found are nonviolent offensive and in most cases are the first time offenders. With all the prison reform going on in the world, Oklahoma falls behind on the important in much needed initiatives to free nonviolent offenders, and in particular, individuals who are serving time for marijuana. Some inmates are serving time for marijuana have longer term years than those who serve for most sex crimes, assaults, murders, and crimes, right? House Bill 788 passed a people initiated petition in Oklahoma making marijuana legal for a medical standard. And so this is where the money's going to, right? It says here it stops here, accepts donations all through the year, and had an annual Thanksgiving meal and Christmas toy drive for children whose parents are currently incarcerated. This won't help bring their parents home right away. At least we can help with the financial burdens of the grandparents or legal guardians. And so in 2022, It Stops Here has expanded their mission with more events to raise awareness for the prison reform by working with the largest medical event in the state of Oklahoma. The Patient Driven Festival will host Music Quest competition and CP awards to help raise money for the nonprofit organization. The festival will facilitate with It Stops Here a visual act of notice, putting a message to the community to bring their children whose parents are currently incarcerated for marijuana to the 420 event and create a human chain shaped like a heart and working on a Guinness Book of World Records. We hope to bring awareness on the national level so that perhaps the lawmakers in Oklahoma and around the world will see the seriousness of how all the children's parents are currently incarcerated while their children attend the largest medical event in the state. Money collected from the three different competitions and awards show a large portion will be donated to It Stops Here. So this is what I'm telling you guys about here, right? This is what I keep telling you guys about is that not only is it if you go and buy votes, there's nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with going out and buying votes because the money here is actually going to this nonprofit, this 501c3 It Stops Here, who's helping children whose parents are incarcerated because of cannabis, right? I've been share banned. Me too. John Kramer has been share banned too. But I don't know. I think it's a Marine Corps thing, honestly. That's one of the biggest things I keep telling you guys about is that you have to go out there, vote, 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 vote. Go vote for me. Like I said, don't be ashamed if you buy it. You spend $20. It was $20. You're gonna spend $20 on gas right now. I'll tell you that much right now. You get a quarter tank of gas, you're gonna spend $20 on gas, man. Spend $20, get like 500 votes for Sergeant G, so we can bring in another award, right? How cool would that be to bring in another award from Chronic Palooza? Having a Marine Corps veteran who talks about cannabis on a regular basis, bring in another award, right? How awesome would that be? I'd be able to put that right here next to this one, over here. Where is it at? Over here, right here. I can put it right there. Boom, right there behind me. Another award, Chronic Palooza winner, right? Live podcast, right? Nobody's doing content like I'm doing. You guys know this. You guys watching the show know that nobody's bringing out content the way I'm bringing out content on a regular basis, 4 times a week. So get out there to chronicpalooza.com and go vote for Sergeant G, the Stone Vet USMC, man. So I was going through my YouTube. Like I said, I just uploaded my Friday episode for tomorrow. I got my episode dropping tomorrow morning, first thing tomorrow morning. And I had a gentleman reach out and talk to me, man. He's from Iowa, dude. He was telling me how horrible the cannabis laws are in Iowa, dude. How many of y'all live in a state where cannabis laws are absolutely ridiculous? Let me tell you, here in Oklahoma, I can carry up to 3 ounces of weed any given day. I can have a blunt roll, 3 ounces of weed, dab, edibles. I can carry a substantial amount of cannabis on me if I need to, if I want to, right? Mine tastes great because I got great terpenes. I can have smokable flower, right? I didn't realize half of these states that have cannabis legal can't have smokable flower. I was like, you have got to be freaking kidding me. Seriously? You can't have smokable flower? How is this even freaking possible, man? How is this possible? How can we not have smokable flower? Right? And so I was looking up some laws, man. I was looking up some laws before I came on the show, man. And I was like, I can't believe this crap. Let's see here. Who else sent me? No, I already accepted his friend request. Right. So this is what I was looking at, right? I couldn't believe this crap. I just couldn't believe it existed, right? So this is what it's saying. Iowa Med. So I couldn't believe it. I was reading through this, right? I just could not believe. So I thought, if cannabis laws was legal, right? Cannabis flower, right? Actual flower, man. So like this here, this is coming from Leafly. If you guys don't know Leafly, Leafly's got a lot of great information on there, man. It says here, technically, medical marijuana is legal in Iowa, but legalization is mixed preparations such as capsules, tinctures, and lotions are legal. But smokable medical marijuana is not legal. And they're trying to work on a rec bill to allow legal cannabis. But how are you going to work on a recreational bill if you can't even have smokable flower on a medical bill? How is this going to work? This is what I'm telling you guys about politicians. How many of you guys are actually knocking at the state capitol, knocking on the senators' doors and say this is ridiculous? We have to fix this, right? And so, like I said, I just had Uncle Grumpy here, who's a lobbyist, a cannabis lobbyist, and they told him, "Give me a solution," right? And a lot of times, that's how politicians are. You're telling me about a problem, but tell me about a solution, because if you give them a solution, they'll be able to put their name on it, and that's how politics works, people. Right? It says patients may purchase up to 4.5 grams of THC every 90 days. 4.5 grams, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? I smoke 1.5 grams in a joint a day. So you're telling me I can only smoke 4 times a week? 4.5 grams a day is all you're allowed to possess for 3 months. For 90 days, that's all you can purchase is 4.5 grams. So, but you can't buy smokable flower. So, tell me how that works. I don't know any edibles that is only 4.5 grams. Honestly, and it says here penalties for possession are stiff. First time offenders may be convicted of a misdemeanor sentence up to 6 months in jail and fined $1,000 for having over 4.5 grams of cannabis on them. By the third offense, potential jail time rises to 2 years and fines of $6,250. And they say if you're a repeat offender, you're gonna be put in a drug treatment pro. How do you get put in a drug treatment program for something that's legal in your state? Trust me, I did the same shit. Like when I self-identified, they told me I had to go find a drug treatment program. And when they told me to do that, I was like, how the fuck am I gonna find a drug treatment program for something that's legal in my state? And I was like, dude, this was so I found somebody. It cost me $25 to go to the class. They say, oh yeah, we got to do this all the time for like truck drivers and stuff right there, right? And even on here it says even possession or sale of paraphernalia may result in a misdemeanor conviction of 6 months in jail and $1,000 fine, right? And listen to this. Cultivation and distribution may result in a felony conviction. Sentencing is determined by the weight of marijuana with penalties starting at 5 years in jail and $7,500 fine for amounts under 50 kilograms, which is 110 pounds, and topping out at 50 years in prison for and $1 million fine for 2,220 pounds, dude. So if you are a cultivator or if you are if you cultivate cannabis, you can't. Iowa, the state of Iowa will not allow you to grow your own medicine. I don't even believe it's a real medical program, honestly. Because how can you not grow your own medicine? You can't even go to the dispensary to buy medicine. The only thing you can buy are tinctures and pills, apparently. Iowa medical marijuana law legalization was incremental has been incremental in Iowa. It began in 2014. So they've had cannabis since 2014, legalized in 2014, dude. It's 2022 and these laws are still in place. And nobody's knocking on the door to let them know, hey, this is ridiculous, right? So Medical Cannabidiol Act, their state bill 2360, which allowed doctors to prescribe CBD oil in preparations containing CBD with less than 3%, which is the legal hemp law, right? The 2018 hemp law, right? THC to patients with intractable epilepsy starting in 2015. However, remained difficult to purchase due to conflicting legislation in production and transport. Amendments passed in 2017 added a number of eligible conditions, including cancer, sclerosis. There's the different things that will help you get a cannabis bill, right? See, amendments passed in 2020 added additional conditions and changed possession restrictions to 4.5 grams of THC every 90 days, with exceptions for the terminally ill or those with conditions that require additional amounts. So, how do you get more additional amounts? How do you become one of those people who get additional amounts, man? They said how to get a medical marijuana card. Patients may apply for Iowa Medical Cannabidiol card online. The steps are outlined here. You got to get the healthcare practitioner certification, a driver's license, $100 fee, a reduced fee of $25 is offered to Social Security disabilities. You know, the medical marijuana program in Iowa is run by the Department of Public Health. Does Iowa accept out of state? They don't accept out of state medical marijuana cards at dispensaries. When does Iowa medical marijuana card expire? Iowa marijuana growing law. Iowa does not permit home cultivation for marijuana. How much bogus crap is that, guys? You guys that use cannabis on a regular basis, how does that make you feel? If somebody tells you can't grow your own medicine, that's like telling you can't have a garden in the backyard to grow your own vegetables. Why can't I grow my own vegetables? If you guys live in Iowa, what is stopping you guys from knocking on the Capitol's door to fix this, to get the state bill fixed, right? Every state, like I talked with the lobbyist here, Uncle Grumpy, just a couple of days ago. What is it? Like here in Oklahoma, there's certain things you have to meet in order to get put on a ballot, right? Every state is different. You have to go through a different process to get something put on a ballot. What is it that you guys aren't doing? Are you guys okay with these laws saying you can't grow your own medicine? Are you okay with going to a dispensary? I wouldn't even classify it as a dispensary. They don't have any flower. You're not allowed to buy any flower from these dispensaries that are in the state, right? It says Iowa public consumption laws promoting a gathering where marijuana will be sold or used may result in a misdemeanor conviction up to 1 year in jail and a fine up to $1,800. Sale to a minor near a park or school is a felony. Consumption of a controlled substance in public is referred to as simulated intoxication and is a simple misdemeanor. Additional penalties will be assessed for possession. Medical marijuana may not be smoked in Iowa, either in public or in private. So is this even a medical marijuana law? Like, do you even have medical marijuana allowed in your state if you live in Iowa? Is this something they just did to just pacify you people who are advocates of using cannabis? You cannot smoke it in public or in private. So, what is it? Right? What is it? I don't get it, guys. I don't hear a lot of you guys talking to me. There's no comments coming in. What happened? You guys shocked? Are you guys shocked about these cannabis laws in Iowa? 37 states have cannabis legalized, regardless if it's medicinal cannabis or adult use cannabis, right? What is it in Iowa? This isn't medical marijuana by any means. How many of y'all in Iowa, or how many of y'all know somebody that lives in Iowa? What are they doing to fight this? To fight these ridiculous regulations on cannabis? It's a damn plant, people. It's a plant that grows outside, right? Iowa cannabis testing regulation. According to the 2020 legislation, a medical cannabidiol manufacturer shall contract with a laboratory to perform spot check testing of the medical cannabidiol produced by the medical cannabidiol manufacturer as provided in section 124E7. The department shall require that the laboratory report testing results to the medical cannabidiol manufacturer and the department as determined by the department by rule. If a medical cannabidiol manufacturer contracts with a laboratory other than the state hygienic laboratory at the University of Iowa in Iowa City, the department shall approve the laboratory to perform testing pursuant of this chapter. It also notes that a medical cannabidiol dispenser shall employ a pharmacist or pharmacy tech licensed or registered. Testing must include assessments of pesticides, residual solvents, microbiological impurities, and heavy metals. What are they testing? The oil? Because that's all you can have. Because you can't have smokable flower. So I guess they're so the manufacturers of the oil is what they're testing, I suppose. Delta 8 is not legal in Iowa. Delta 8 exists in a large gray area because it often extracted from hemp, which was made legal in the U.S. in 2018 Farm Bill. However, some individual states have specifically outlawed Delta 8 regardless of the law, including Iowa. The state updated its hemp law in 2020 and kept a ban on THC derived from hemp and concentrations exceeding 0.3 THC, which includes Delta 8. Huh. So you can't have Delta 8 or Delta 9. So is this even really a medical marijuana law? This is frustrating. What's going on, Matt? Got here late. Our Iowa rec bill was to put the issue to a vote, but it failed immediately. The 4.5 gram limit for THC, 400 gram limit THC content. If we hold flower, I could get 450 grams of 10% THC. Matt, this is freaking. I'm reading this from Leafly. These laws that are in Iowa. Do you guys have an organization knocking on the Capitol's door, telling your senators to fix this? Because this is what we're starting to do here in Oklahoma. It's like I mentioned earlier. I just had a lobbyist come over that I brought on the show. A lobbyist here in Oklahoma. They're trying to put a medical research psilocybin bill on the ballot to vote for this year. And he looked at me and said, "I need you. I need your face because you're a veteran." And Congress right now is all about the veteran, is helping the veteran cope with the emotional distress that we're dealing with on a daily basis. And one of the things I said, I can get a couple of people together. I got a few people here in Oklahoma that this is what we do. We talk about plant medicine, how plant medicine has helped us deal and try to live a normal life, right? This is not medical marijuana, Matt. In the state of Iowa, it says here that you can't have any flower. Is that different now, Matt? Are you allowed to have flower now? Because according to this bill, all you can have are tinctures and pills. No flower. You can't smoke flower in private. You can't smoke flower in public. What kind of medical marijuana law is this? You know? They say, yes, our program is absolutely for appeasement. Absolutely. This is to pacify you guys that want to use this. They have no intent of progressing the program. The board president is mandated by law to be law enforcement. So that tells you everything. That's bullshit, Matt. Do you have a movement there? I guarantee if you gather enough veterans together and start knocking on the Capitol, working with the lobbyists at the Capitol and letting them know this needs to change, voices are going to start being heard. It's like I tell people, here in Oklahoma, we have the loosest medical marijuana laws in the entire country. But if you also look at it, people are looking at us as to how we're doing it. Our laws are broken. Our bills is broke. There's a lot of garbage in there that shouldn't have happened. But I'm able to go outside and smoke flower if I want to smoke flower. I can go to the fairgrounds, and if I want to light up a blunt, I can light up a blunt and smoke it and be fine. If I want to go hang out with some friends and consume cannabis, I can consume cannabis, whether it's a concentrate, whether it's a flower, whether it's a vape pen, whatever. Matt, reading these law, this is not medical marijuana. You can't even have Delta 8 in Iowa. If you can't have Delta 8, what makes you think you can have Delta 9? I'm not understanding this. This is one of the things I keep telling you guys that I'm advocating for, is that you guys become advocates, become activists in your state. Because without you guys the politicians are going to run this country and continue running into the dirt like they're doing now. If you guys aren't getting out there and letting your voices be heard and saying, hey, this is BS, we need to fix this, nothing's going to happen. It's going to continue being this way and staying this way. If you guys aren't knocking on the senators' doors in your state and say, what is it we can do to find a solution to this bogus cannabis law that we have in this state? This is disgusting. This is almost as sad as Louisiana. And it just goes on here, man. I mean, can you get medical for anxiety? Yes. Hey, can you grow your own cannabis? How can you not grow your own medicine, Matt? You can't grow your own medicine. It's illegal. It's a felony to grow your own medicine in Iowa with a medical marijuana bill. Absolutely ridiculous. It says here, cultivating cannabis at home in Iowa is not sanctioned by law and can result in incarceration or a fine depending on the number of plants. In Oklahoma, I'm able to grow up to 6 plants by myself. I can grow my own medicine up to 6 plants and not get in trouble for any of it. Right? How in the hell is it that you can't grow any of your own medicine, Matt? You see, we don't have much lobby activity, I don't think. Everyone is just settling for what we have. No, stop, Matt. So this is your opportunity, Matt, to gather people together and start not going to the Capitol. Start a movement. Become an activist. It's that time to do it, is to become an activist, Matt. Start advocating for medical freedom. Me being a veteran, that's my biggest thing, is having medical freedom. No flower. Look at that. No flower. I just used it as an example for THC weight allowance. Sorry for. No, I know. I read the law. I read the law right here. You are not allowed to have any flower in the state of Iowa. What kind of medical marijuana law is this? This isn't a medical marijuana law. This is something to say, yeah, we have it legal, but we really don't. Why? I guarantee in your state there are multiple people who are frustrated with this. Those are the people you gather together to be able to go and start this movement. Like I said, I just talked to Rico over at Weed for Warrior Project. He's an Army veteran who has massive movements with working with the Veteran Action Council, the Weed for Warrior Project. He said it's a revolution. We are starting a revolution. Veteran Action Council has already submitted the green paper to the Veteran Health Administration to let them understand and know the medicinal benefits. The VA just came out and said all the money they're getting, they're not using any of it for grant money to help treat our ailments that we suffer from mental distress. Mental and emotional distress is what we suffer from on a daily basis. And they said, we're not going to use any of this money the government gave us in order to help conduct studies to see if this could work for veterans, if cannabis helps veterans, if psilocybin helps veterans. We're not going to use any of this money, which is absolutely disgusting, right? If you guys were watching the Honorable Mr. Biden the other night, he passed a $1.5 billion, $1 billion or trillion. I don't know. We're making money. We're just printing money, and it doesn't even mean anything anymore. But he just passed this bill, and he said a lot of the millions of dollars are going to help for suicide prevention and opioid addiction. Uncle Grumpy, who I had here earlier this week, he said, Oklahoma has the highest suicide rate in the veteran community. He informed me we're averaging 27 veterans a day taking their own life. Our own brothers and sisters taking their own life. Why? Because they feel like there's nobody there they can talk to. Right? And so whenever my community here in Oklahoma, when I'm losing 27 brothers and sisters a day just to suicide, that's not counting to the 35 I'm losing to opioid addiction. And the Honorable Mr. President said, I'm giving millions of dollars to help fight suicides and opioid addiction. Just legalize cannabis, dude. Mr. President, just legalize cannabis. Get this on the Senate floor. Let's vote for it. Because I guarantee you those millions of dollars that you're throwing away, if you would throw it into cannabis, it would lower the suicide rate and the opioid addiction. Matt says here, Delta 9 is medical cannabidiol here. The phrasing is specific so that it doesn't make cannabis look attractive. Has to look clinical. What is it, though? From what I read, it's just tinctures and pills, right? Is that right, Matt? Tinctures and pills? Similar to Texas. Texas only has edibles. They don't have smokable flower either. But David Bass is advocating. He's at the Capitol every freaking day. Advocating, fighting, saying, I need this, I need this, I need this. Hey, so what is it, dude? Who's getting up there and fighting for medical freedom? It can't just be Sergeant G. Sergeant G can't be the only guy fighting for medical freedom, guys. You guys out there have to stand up for it. If you believe in plant medicine works and helps, you have to get out there and you have to fight for it. You have to advocate for it, dude. Reading these laws, I was like, this is ridiculous. This is almost as bad as Louisiana. Actually, this is worse than Louisiana's laws, right? Are vape pens legal in Iowa? Medical marijuana inhalation devices are legal in Iowa under the current legislation, though they are not specifically mentioned. State licensed dispensaries offer a small selection of vape cartridges. No, Delta 8 is not legal in Iowa. Delta 8 is not legal, but Delta 9? Dude, I can't believe this stuff. Like, what is it? You guys that live in Iowa, what is it that you guys aren't doing, dude? What is it you guys are scared of? I see here, Matt. Matt says, years ago, I wanted to get WFW here. Weeds for Warriors. I have to get some life things in order, and then I will likely look into that again. Figure something out, dude. They may already have an organization there. Veterans for Success, Veteran Action Council, Weed for Warriors Project. These organizations have entities in every state. People say that I'm an entity for the Veteran Action Council. Jose Cinco, who lives right up the street from me, is an advocate. He's an ambassador for the Veteran Action Council, for the Balanced Veterans Network. If you guys haven't looked at it, Balanced Veterans Network, Ron Millward is doing amazing things over there, right? But these are professionals who are in and understanding the necessities of cannabis and why it's important that we get up and we fight together, right? I didn't know half these people around me were as strong advocates as I am for federal legalization. Like I said, I work for the federal government. I cannot smoke cannabis right now. I am on probation until November of this year. I have not partaken in cannabis since June of 2020. This June will make it 2 years that I have not consumed flower or anything with THC in it. I've had to use psilocybin, which has been helping me tremendously. But psilocybin is one of those things, if you microdose, you can microdose it throughout the week. And then one day, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, however you guys want to consume it, you can overindulge in it to get the high from it. But understanding the medicinal, it's not about the high. It's about the medicinal benefits of how it helps rewire the brain so that we can act more normal, right? Normal. So we can act more normal and be able to live this crazy life, man. This is one of the things I keep telling you guys about, is that you guys have to get out there and you have to advocate, become these activists, right? The time is now. We can no longer sit back and allow Congress to make these decisions for us. We have to be able to get up and stand up for what we believe in. We have to allow our voices to be heard. Being a veteran, this is one of the things that we are supposed to be doing, man. Like Matt said, all you're allowed to have are tinctures, pills, lotions, and vape cartridges. And the vape cartridges, I don't even think they can't even be manufactured in your state, can they, Matt? You don't have anybody growing flower in your state because it's illegal to grow flower. It's illegal to grow flower in your state, so you don't have any growers. So these cartridges have to be coming from out of state. And according to other states, they're not required to be tested as often. So the testing doesn't have to go up to the carts aren't great, though. I bet they're not. And of course, it's all overpriced. Of course it is. Why? Because that's the market. There's no competition. There's no competition there. So everything's going to be overpriced, especially when you don't have cultivation happening in your state. These are the things that need to be discussed with Congress. You have to stand up for freedom, medical freedom. If you're a veteran, it is your job to allow your voices to be heard. That is our job, is to ensure that our politicians who are working for us, right? These politicians are like, I'm for the veteran. I'm for the veteran. Are you really for the veteran? Let's find out how much for the veteran you truly are. If you guys aren't for the veteran, we got to get you out of office then. We got to put somebody in here that is for the veteran community. This is one of the main reasons that I'm going to be heading down to the Capitol this Monday to talk about not only the psilocybin bill, but what is taking so long for this vote for federal legalization of cannabis? Why is it not? Why are we not voting on this? What is taking so long for us to get this on the floor to vote on? And then ensure that my politicians who rely on me to vote for them to continue holding the seat that they're in understand why federal legalization needs to happen. Regardless, I don't care about the safe banking bill. That can happen later. I don't care. Federal legalization of cannabis needs to happen. We need to ensure that people understand why it's important to have medical freedom. If I want to use cannabis instead of anti-anxiety medications, I should be allowed to do that. If I want to use cannabis to help me sleep versus using Ambien to help me go to sleep, I should have the right to do that. It's my body, right? If I want to ingest natural remedies, I need to let my voice be heard, right? I need my politicians to understand who I am and why this is important to me. You have to remain professional. Is it hard as a veteran to remain professional? Absolutely. It's very hard to remain professional as a veteran. But this is one of the things that we have to do is stand up for medical freedom, right? 37 states have cannabis legal, regardless of it's medical. I don't even know. This shouldn't even be legal, Matt. Iowa doesn't have a medical marijuana law. This is not medical marijuana. This is something to say that we have passed it, but our constituents can't partake in it. It's like they got handcuffs on you and say, here it is. It's right here in front of your face, but you can't have any of it. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. I don't know, guys. This is the time. This is our movement. This is our revelation. It's time to stand up for medical freedom. It's time to stand up and allow our voices to be heard. Gather together. Reach out to your state. I guarantee you there's multiple people in your state that are fighting the same thing every day, right? I'm Sergeant G from the Stone Vet USMC. People know who I am. Like I said, people are reaching out to me saying, hey, I need your voice. I don't do this just for shits and giggles. I do this so you guys have somebody to listen to and feel as though this guy he's saying the right crap. This is what has to happen. This is what we need to be doing. Stand up and fight for your freedom, right? You went to war. You fought for the freedom of this country to be able to keep them free, right? Every single day. You need to ensure that you are getting out there and you are fighting for medical freedom. The fight isn't over. Just because you're back from Iraq or Afghanistan, the fight is still here. Now we're fighting for medical freedom. We need to ensure that we allow our politicians to hear our voices because the time is now. Federal legalization needs to happen this year, and we need to ensure that all of our politicians in all 50 states hear our voices and understand. Let's get this on the floor, and let's get this for the veteran community so we can save our veterans that we're losing every single day, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this Thursday, listening to me rant about medical freedom, man. Matt says they do grow here for medical program products, just one grower supplying 2 dispensary companies with a total of 5 locations. Freaking absolutely ridiculous, dude. And the flower probably ain't even good. You can't smoke it. So I don't know. Get out there, dude. Get out there. Stand up for medical freedom. Get out there. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. contact me on my Facebook page, Stone Vet USMC, my Facebook group, Stone Vet USMC, my YouTube channel, Stone Vet USMC, Stone Vet USMC, hashtag the crap out of that, and you'll find me. You can get in contact with me. Let's get a movement going in your area. Matt, this needs to change. This is not medical freedom. They are holding your hands. They got your hands tied behind your back, and nobody's telling them that they're wrong. It's your turn to speak up for your community and let them know who you are, that you're Matt, and that you're fighting for medical freedom, man. Don't forget to check out my episode this Friday with the mindful Marine, talking about his finding his emotional connection and using plant medicine to recreate himself, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this Thursday, man. The weekend's almost here. Go enjoy that time with your family and your loved ones, dude. Don't let the time go by, because that's one thing we're limited to is time. Go enjoy that time with them, man. Remember, you guys are always very important. There's nobody in this world that can do what you can do. You are needed here. Don't become another statistic. Don't become a check box. Don't let the government check another box saying, oh, there's another one. You're more important than that, man. I love you guys so much. I'll be going live again on Monday with Smoke and Bake, and you don't want to miss that episode either, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this Thursday. Go enjoy some time with your family. Remember, guys, you're very important, man. For those of you that can partake, stay blazed, man. Remember, hit the Stone Vet. We got your 6.